Okay, so we found a shower curtain. So imagine we'll use it. Shower. That can went out. So it's key. Alright, let's try it on here. Yay! Yeah, okay, got that time.
Hey, Junpei, you got... Here, take this.
A bookmark? What is this for?
I found it in between. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to...
Then why don't you hold on?
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith,
Hope, faith, and you...
Yeah, you got a problem.
Not really, but what does a bookmark have to do with...
Well, see, each leaf, and that meaning is pretty much, it's like, well, I guess it's not a flower.
Leaf word. Hope, faith, the meaning of the leaves on a...
So, yeah, just touching it gives me the... Take the damn thing, all right? Here.
Alright, sure.
Ugh, man, that thing was a real pain.
Do you really hate those four?
Yeah, well, make hope, faith. Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason. I just can't bring myself to...
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. Maybe back in the dark ages This is the 21st century. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
Cause it's a half-assed number. Not the best or the worst.
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
You play?
Play? You mean like the stock market?
Nah, that's not what I mean. I mean, yeah, I do stocks too, but...
You? A stock?
Yeah, got a problem with that?
No, you don't...
Man, that stuff's just like gambling. All you gotta do is bet on the winning. Nothing that hard about it.
You sure sound pretty confident. So, you bet...
Of course I am. You remember a couple years back when the stock for Cradle Pharmaceuticals shot through the roof? Stacked a few bills over.
Hey, how long are you gonna stop screwing around?
The lady has spoken.
I feel like that's important.
We better get back. I don't want her beating me up.
Hey, wait! Okay, I'll get back.
Okay, can I use the curtain? No. Oh, here we go. Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna make your phone. Fifth from top, third from right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means other room. right here. Got another place. I just gotta find the last one. So where's the last one? Like, in there? Is it on the sofa? Is it in here? Oh, okay. Didn't think to open that before. Why didn't I open that before? Alright, let's go to that one. Let's go to the other town. Great, town puzzle. I'm gonna go ahead and start now. So, what's there? Ah, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. Swap these. Take that. Ah, there we go. Yay, yeah. It's not a hole in the wall, it's an empty space in the front picture. Yay, Nurse Key!
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
Oh, are we gonna find out what it is?
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British
Okay.
biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Okay.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult?
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s?
It's more like, who do you think you are? What's with those crappy facial animations?
I can't
Why
believe
are
someone
you
would actually do
thinking?
serious research on something like that.
Yes, I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably... There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like... Hey, what do you think?
What do you mean? Isn't it just like... It's just black and white scribbles.
What about you, Junpei? Does it...
I guess it looks like.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I should check it. I'm just kidding.
Maybe a dog. No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then
Ta-da! Spotted
See?
Terrier.
Oh, I see it. I guess you've got a point.
How did you know? You're right.
was a plumber or an electrician. Yeah, we warned him about the dog. He said it would be okay because he had 2 Boston Terriers at home. Our dog's like our dog's a red bone coonhound. He's fully grown. So he's like, I don't know, 5 Boston Terriers. Long story short, the guy got bit. Wasn't fun for anyone. In the dog's defense, he probably shouldn't have popped up and spooked the dog like that. So you just, some stranger suddenly appears, what are you gonna do? Run away or fight? It's probably gonna be one of those things. And, well, Austin's dog, so he's gonna, yeah, he'll probably charge headfirst at the enemy.
I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
I'd probably run away and wait for my chance to counterattack.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took 2 similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These 2 pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, there. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world, outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects. They were shown the 2 pictures, and the results weren't really interesting. 9.2% of the people saw the lady. 3.9% saw the dog. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on them. During the 30-minute show, the audience was estimated to be after the broadcast. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. They were, however, given the results. 10% of the people saw the previous test sat at a 9.2%. The dog picture, however, the percentage of people able to successfully, it went from 3.9% to 6.8% of. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment?
So it almost doubled in size.
There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't, but even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up.
Only both
Why?
went up.
How did that happen? What does it
Just
mean?
The dog picture had a larger
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier?
Woman wearing a nice hat.
A field not visible to the eye.
Like, the woman wearing the hat barely jumped up 10%, whereas the dog almost doubled in size.
So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field.
Psych! Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true, but the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings.
Right! I, really thought...
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure...
Oh, okay.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out.
Word.
A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
Yay! Get out! Let's go! Come on, Jim. Jumping, same time notice. Let's go! I found the... Yay!
Ah, another hallway.
Great!
Come on,
Yeah, that doesn't look like a
open!
prison cell.
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Yeah, you can rattle the cage all you want. It's not gonna, let you open it.
Damn it!
Just by doing that.
Look over here!
Elevators.
Got
And the
elevators.
Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
Great.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like...
Yeah.
Sure does.
So next time, we're going through a wooden door with no keyhole.